What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of WWE's Biggest Issue. Now, for this week's episode, we know that Charlotte Flair made her impactful return to WWE for the first time in over 8 months and regained the SmackDown Women's title by becoming the only person in WWE to ever defeat Ronda Rousey not once, but twice in a single year. No one's been able to do that except for her. Now that she's SmackDown Women's Champion and she just recently defeated Sonya Deville to retain the title, the question is, who's next in line? Who is next in line for a shot at Charlotte Flair's title? Well, obviously I've compiled it up to 8, but I realized that one of them is still injured, so I'm going to cut it down to 7. But the list of the female talent, actually before we even begin with this episode, if you guys enjoyed the video and you guys want to see more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, which get posted every Monday, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, follow me on all my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. Now, the list of the female talent that we have on SmackDown is absolutely insane. We have Aaliyah, B-Fab, obviously the champ herself. We have Emma. Scrolling down, we got Lacey Evans, Liv Morgan. We have Natalya, Raquel Rodriguez. We got the former champion Ronda Rousey, Scarlett, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Sonya Deville, Tegan Nox, Xia Li, and Zelina Vega. The thing is that I realized that there's one other person that should be on this list just because of the fact that she's allowed to be on SmackDown. But the question is, who is that person? Well, it's Bayley. Reason being, because of the fact that the women's tag team champions Dakota Kai and Io Sky are actually supposed to be on SmackDown because they are the current champions. But I've comprised the list to none other than 8. So Bayley is one of them, but there's also Emma, Liv Morgan, Natalya, Raquel Rodriguez, Scarlett, if you can actually believe it, Shotzi, and Xia Li. Obviously, each of these women have their own reasons to want to face Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's title. Bayley because of the fact that, yeah, she still has some business left with the SmackDown Women's title, and I feel like as if she were to win the title, I mean, it's a possibility that we could definitely see Damage Control take over SmackDown for all we know. It's a possibility. Emma, she still has a lot to prove. She's been back in WWE for quite some time, for quite a minute now, but she still has a lot to prove. Liv Morgan, she's owed a rematch. She didn't get her rematch for the SmackDown Women's title after Extreme Rules. I think she's long overdue. Now, Natalya, let's be real. The Hearts, the Flairs, the rivalry just won't stop. Let's just be real on that. Raquel Rodriguez, that could be an interesting one. A battle of two of arguably the strongest women on SmackDown. I could see that. I could see that. Now Scarlett, on the other hand, Scarlett's a weird one. She's a freaky woman, and I know that we saw a glimpse of her competing on SmackDown recently when her and Karrion Kross battled Emma and Madcap Moss. So it's possible we'll be able to see more of her competing, possibly. Shotzi, despite what happened at Survivor Series, she's definitely worthy. Ooh, excuse me. She is definitely worthy of challenging for the SmackDown Women's title. Damn it. Again, guys, the fucking mucus won't go down. I apologize, guys. It's the fucking mucus. I just gotta keep drinking water and it'll finally go down. Alright, I think it went down. I should be okay for now. There we go. And as far as Xia Li goes, to be fair, she has never had any title opportunities before, so she is definitely owed one. But let's cut the field down to 4. Who should not challenge at all? Xia Li is the most obvious. The reason being, she still has a lot to prove in WWE. Yeah, it's true that she's been on the main roster for quite some time, but the problem is that she's too focused. The big issue here with Xia Li is that she's too focused on everybody else when she should be focusing on herself. That's always been her big issue. Yeah, obviously, you know, her being known as the Protector, it could have worked out immensely. But unfortunately that did not come to pass. And I think, honestly, I don't think we'll be seeing her challenge for that title anytime soon. Now, as far as Scarlett goes, don't get me wrong, you know, especially on the independent scene, yeah, it's true, we've seen her wrestle a few times, but to be fair, she's more of a manager, if you will, I guess you could say, and I'm not so sure if we're gonna ever see her wrestle in WWE for a while. We don't know how long it'll be until we see her wrestle in WWE, so it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time for her. Now, as far as Natalya goes, don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of Natty. She's arguably one of the most, literally the most winningest superstar ever in WWE in the women's division, hands down. But the thing is that nowadays, I believe many people have speculated that she's retiring from WWE. But is that true? I guess we'll have to see over time. But I truly believe that she that Natalya, I'm not sure if she's injured. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I just don't. Ooh, excuse me. Honestly, I don't see her wrestling Charlotte Flair again anytime soon. I think it's gonna be a while, but I think, honestly, as big of a fan as I am of Natalya, I think her time in WWE is up. I think with all the injuries that she's had in the last few in the last several years, and with everything that's been going on, back home, I'm assuming, I think she's hanging up the boots. But of course, I could be wrong. We could see her on SmackDown this Friday for all we know, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna be seeing that match again anytime soon. Now, as far as Emma goes, don't get me wrong, she's been back for a couple months, but she still has a lot to prove. She still has a long way to go. So that now brings us to 4: Bayley, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Shotzi. We have 4 of the top women in WWE right now. So let's start with Shotzi. The thing is that now Shotzi is injured, and we don't know exactly when she'll be back. Apparently, there's been a lot of rumors swirling as of late that supposedly she'll be out of action for another month or so. So she'll probably be out of the Royal Rumble. So that only leaves 3: Bayley, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez. The thing about Rodriguez is that she proved this past Friday on SmackDown that she is a force to be reckoned with on SmackDown. But the question is, would she have the experience necessary to face off against Charlotte Flair? No, I honestly don't think so, because here's the thing. Charlotte Flair, it doesn't matter how big the opponent is, how small the opponent is, it doesn't matter. She always adapts. And that's the one thing that Raquel Rodriguez has been lacking the last couple months that she's been, the last several months that she's been been on SmackDown. It's the fact that she's lacking, that it factor, that killer instinct, I guess you could say. And Charlotte Flair has it, despite the fact that she's now calling herself the queen of the people, which honestly I love it. But Charlotte Flair she still got that instinct in her, and yeah, I think Raquel Rodriguez needs that. She definitely needs it. But that brings us to 2: Liv Morgan or Bayley. Here's the thing: both women are former SmackDown are indeed former SmackDown Women's Champions. However, recently Liv Morgan has been a bit unstable. But if you think about it, Bayley, she's been eyeing the Raw Women's title for a minute now. But people forget that even though Damage Control is a part of the Raw roster, they can still go to SmackDown and Bayley can still challenge for the SmackDown Women's title. But the question is, how would that play out? Truth be told, every time Bayley steps into the ring with Charlotte Flair, it always ends the same: Charlotte Flair retaining a title. So that leaves only one person, and that is Liv Morgan. I truly believe that despite the fact that Liv Morgan lost the SmackDown Women's title at Extreme Rules, I believe that right there entitles her to a rematch for the title, because let's be honest here, she never got her rematch to begin with. Not only that, but that unstableness of hers could potentially put her in line for a future shot at the SmackDown Women's title. So I think once she's realized that she can go after the title again, I think we're gonna see that matchup. I think Charlotte Flair versus Liv Morgan is gonna definitely be a hell of a fight, in my honest opinion. So that brings me to the question of the day, which is this: who do you guys want to see challenge Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's title? Let me know down in the comments below, and that will do it for this week's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, which get posted every Monday, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.